Welcome to Towcester, another lost railway town, a historic market town in the county of Northamptonshire. Population of around 11,500. It's one of those quirky little spelling pronunciation towns, isn't it? Like Leicester, Bicester, Towcester. So it's actually spelled Towcester, but it's pronounced Towcester. I better show you a bit of the town because there's sod all to show you of the railway. Is this the castle? Bury Mount, or Bury Mount, it might be said around here. Is an interesting piece of information. So Towcester lays claim to being the oldest town in Northamptonshire, and possibly because of the antiquity of recent Iron Age finds in the town, to be one of the oldest continuously inhabited settlements in the country. So that's quite a claim, isn't it, there? We can trace Towcester's importance all the way back to Roman times when Watling Street ran through the town. This historic route linked the southeast of Britain with the West Midlands and broadly follows the line of today's A5. Even then, Towcester was a popular stopping point, later developing a thriving trade in coaching inns and stabling facilities for travellers moving along this busy road. I've not got this little mound in my research notes. Please forgive me, I'll try and find out what this is exactly. Just having a walk around the town, it's actually quite a pleasant place. Silverstone Motor Racing Circuit is only about 5 miles up the A43 from here. And horse racing, that's probably where a lot of people have heard the name Towcester. And there's been some form of horse racing in Towcester as far back as the 18th century. But I didn't realise Towcester Racecourse no longer does horse racing, it's just greyhounds. I didn't realise that they'd stopped horse racing here. I think they went into admin in around 2018. Right, so there we go, answers my question. 12th century, the Norman Mott Bailey Castle. I did suspect it was a castle, dating back to 1185. So there's just an interesting piece of information there, look. So this was always a coaching trade town, as we mentioned, but it was a Towcester train station. It was the railway that arrived that put an end, that put the coaching trade into a steep decline. Now, although there's nothing really to show you of the station and such, that's just on the right-hand side there, just through the trees. Now, we did have the railway crossed over. I think this is the A5. Lose kind of track of road numbers when it goes into ring roads and things. It crossed over this road via a bridge. And although I say like that there's nothing really remaining to show you, we can see from overhead shots and such, you know, the embankments and the alignments of the railways. The railways arrived in Towcester in 1866, and that was the Northampton and Banbury Junction Railway. And that became part of the Stratford-upon-Avon and Midland Junction Railway in 1910. It was interesting is you could go in 4 different directions from Towcester. You could go to Blisworth, Stratford-on-Avon, Banbury or Olney. Now the various lines into Towcester, they closed throughout the 1950s and 1960s, and it was no longer a junction, you know, it was no longer a major junction between all those different places. And the railway, the passenger lost its passenger services in 1952 and it closed fully in 1964. Towcester's old railway station was once a bustling hub, featuring 3 platforms and a sizable goods yard to handle freight. Today, nothing remains of the original site. The busy station has long gone and a Tesco supermarket now occupies much of the area where the trains once arrived and departed. I hope you enjoyed that quick whistle-stop tour of Towcester. Not much to see of the railway, granted, but it's been a really nice sunny day, nice look around the town. Shame I'm not here longer because there's lots of nice smelling pubs that I've been walking past today. So thanks to all my channel members and anyone who buys me a coffee. We'll see you on the next video soon. Ta-ra!